This is our practice worksheet for section 6.5. We're going to determine whether each pair of triangles, well, right triangles it says, is congruent by leg, hypotenuse acute, leg acute, or hypotenuse leg. If it's not possible to prove that they are congruent, right not possible. So we got some right triangles. We have congruent hypotenuses and congruent acute angles. So we'll call that HA. Now remember, that's the same thing as angle, side. Number 2, we got right triangles, we got congruent legs and congruent legs. So that's your leg, or side angle side. Number 3, we got right triangles, we got congruent legs, we got congruent acute angles, and we have other congruent acute angles. So depending on which pair of acute angles you pick, or actually you have 3 pairs of congruent angles because they're right triangles. So you could go a bunch of different ways here. But we do have congruent legs and congruent acute angles, and this would be the first time we would actually see the leg acute theorem to show that these triangles are congruent. So we got congruent legs and we got the congruent acute angles here. So you could show that that's the same thing as angle side angle. Now, I think they also did it this way because if you use the other pair of congruent angles, you could show that the triangles are congruent by angle side as well. So that leg acute could be angle side angle, or it could be angle side, depending on which pair of congruent angles you pick. Okay. Either way, though, you would know these are congruent even if you didn't know what leg acute was. Number 4, you got 2 congruent right triangles. We got congruent acute angles, and we have congruent hypotenuses. Number 5, we got right angles, and we got congruent legs. Now that's all we got. Number 6, we have 2 right triangles, and we have 2 pairs of congruent legs. So that's your leg. And that could be side angle side as well. Now, if you wanted to, you could have marked all 3 pairs of sides congruent, which means you could have used side. You could have used HL because you have congruent hypotenuses now and pairs of congruent legs. So a lot of options there. Number 7, you have 2 right triangles, you have congruent hypotenuses, and you have congruent acute angles. Remember, that's the same thing as your angle side. This one here, we have congruent legs, and we have congruent acute angles. Now remember, your leg acute could be one or the other, angle side angle or angle side. In this particular case, it's angle side angle.